All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, so I just got done watching a little bit of the Q&A for Valentina and Juliana Pena. And, I had to talk about this one. I had to give my thoughts on this situation here. Of course, Valentina was asked about her rematch coming up against Alexa Grasso. And she believes that, look, she can go in there, get it done this time. She says she's ready for this fight. She's refocusing, she's trying to retake in everything and just rebuild as a fighter. And she was modest at first. She said that she felt that Alexa Grasso was a great fighter, but she thinks that Alexa Grasso is a chance fighter. All right. And by a chance fighter, at first when I heard her say a chance fighter, the first thing that ran through my mind was, okay, maybe she's saying that she's a chance fighter as far as like a fighter that likes to take a chance, that likes to go in there, that shows that heart and that dog that's going to go for that chance, right? But no, she's referring to Alexa Grasso as a chance fighter as far as waiting for an opportunity, somebody that just sits back, constantly waiting, conserving energy, and looking for that opportunity and not doing much, but they're just waiting for that moment, okay? That's how she described it. So, I had to get back on here and talk about this. So, real quick, shout out to WMMA Rankings. I'm going to just go through the exact quotes. They always pull out the key points. So I just kind of read through them. But like I said, I did watch the interview and I just wanted to pull these out because these are the juicy parts that, everybody was kind of looking at. So first off, Valentina said, I'm getting ready for this rematch and I know what I have to do. Yeah, I'm just getting ready. I'm refocusing, retaking everything, and I've been in martial arts for over like 30 years, and in 30 years people have three careers in martial arts, but I'm still here. I'm still saying I'm the best, and I will have my chance to say it again when I fight against Alexa. And for me, she's a great fighter. She did what she did in the fight, but she's kind of like, how can I say it, a chance fighter. So during the fight, doing not many things, conserving energy, and waiting for a chance. But actually, if there is no chance, where is the victory? There is no victory. All right. So she thinks that Alexa Grasso just kind of sits back, waits for that opportunity, and doesn't really look to do anything else. Okay. Now, I can see where she's coming from. Like, I can't say I agree, but I see moments where Alexa was waiting. But I'm going to say I disagree almost 100% with Valentina in this one, because I don't think of Alexa Grasso as that type of fighter that is a chance fighter by her definition. I think Alexa Grasso fights a smart fight, but I don't think it's like an opportunity that she's waiting on. She was just taking her time in this type of fight because she's fighting the chess player. Valentina does that, right? Because if she's going to talk about how Alexa Grasso was taking this fight, that means she's being hypocritical here, because Valentina also waits for opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, she'll get respect from her opponents and she'll be in charge for most of the fight, but at the same time, she's looking for opportunities as well. That's why, Valentina's considered a good counter striker, because she's waiting for a reaction out of her opponent sometimes, right? Just go back and look at some of her fights. But to say Alexa Grasso is just like a chance fighter waiting on one thing, I disagree with that, because if you go back and look at this fight, Alexa Grasso was always doing something with her feet or always doing something with her hands to offset Valentina in this type of fight. All right. Now, like I said, I believe Valentina was winning this fight, but she was having a tough time with this fight. Okay. She was having a tough time. This was the most competitive fight she's had in a long time. Well, I'll say the Tyler Santos, that was a hell of a fight, though. That was a hell of a fight that she was in that type of match, and that was for a couple of things. She was dealing with a good grappler and a big physical strong fighter. But this type of fight here, she was actually dealing with somebody that was making her actually a little bit more cautious because of technique. All right, like pure technique on the feet, and she was actually getting outstruck at times, right? So I think that, Valentina is wrong by saying that, she's a chance fighter because she's sitting back looking for opportunities. But to say that to call her a chance fighter for conserving energy, that's kind of wrong too, because you are supposed to conserve energy in a fight. What are you going to do? Go in there and blow your load? What are you going to do? Go in there and just, overexert yourself and then set yourself up to get knocked out? So in a way, she's kind of giving Grasso a lot of credit here, because she's used to fighters either like overexerting themselves or giving themselves to her, that whenever she's facing a tough challenge, it's almost like she has to kind of, discredit that person to put him down. Like, she says she's a great fighter, but so-and-so, she'll have to say blah, 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 and all of this, right? She'll say she's a great fighter, but this, and that, or what's wrong with it, right? There's still kind of low-key, like a couple of low jabs there, in my opinion. So whenever you say somebody like is not that good of a fighter or a chance fighter because of conserving energy, they're being a smart fighter. They're taking their time, they're fighting at a rhythm so they don't, again, overexert themselves, and they're in for a 5-round fight. Remember, this is a 5-round fight, so what else are you going to do? You are going to conserve your energy, because she's fighting you. She's fighting somebody that also conserves their energy, and that's a tough, strong fighter. So why would Grasso not fight that smart fight? Again, Grasso was behind in a few rounds, but you see what happened when she conserved her energy. She found the opportunity, so it wasn't that she was this fighter looking for one chance. It's called looking for mistakes. And Valentina, you made a big mistake by throwing what she throw, the spinning, she throw the spin kick or the spinning back fist. I can't remember. All I know is she spun around and that back got caught, and boom, she got choked out. And if you really want to break it down, that was something they trained for. It wasn't about just waiting for opportunity. It was about exposing weakness. Alexa Grasso exposed an error in Valentina's game plan, and again, they posted this before, and I posted it up on my channel to show that, hey, Alexa Grasso wasn't a fluke. She actually went in there and she trained for this, so to call Alexa Grasso in this situation like a chance fighter, like she's just waiting for an opportunity, I don't see that. Even in the past fights, she's always doing something in there. Like, I felt like she would never go kill mode, or like she didn't have that full-on dog, but she was always piling up points, and she was always staying ahead in her fights, from Macy Barber to JoJo, even to Valentina again. Like, she was always doing something. And even the rounds she was falling behind in with Valentina, she was still doing something, to keep Valentina honest or keep Valentina thinking, so that's why we can still say Valentina was winning the fight, but she was still always in trouble facing a fighter like Grasso. So to call her a chance fighter in her definition of a chance fighter that just sits back and wait, I just got to disagree with that. And give Grasso a lot more credit for that. They prepared and they took the approach that was going to work for them, and the approach that worked, 100%. You might lose some rounds, but we're looking for all these opportunities, because, hey, she took other chances in there. Like, she rocked Valentina a couple times. She buzzed Valentina with a couple of them shots. And if she had the opportunity, I think she probably would have tried to stop her in the first or second round, but it never came, right? So she had to go back and say, okay, let's fight a patient fight. There's nothing wrong with fighting patience and conserving energy. You want to do that. Now, if you fight scared, that's different. If you're the type of fighter that's gun shy and you're not letting go, that's different. Grasso was still always letting go in this fight. So to say she was, anything outside of fighting smart, I just got to disagree with that. She was economical. She conserved energy, and they had a good game plan of what Valentina was going to do. And that was partly what I said about fighting Valentina. You got to go back and you got to study everything that she does. You got to be a fanatic of her, and she did that. So I think it just comes down to Valentina still not wanting to give full credit here. And it's crazy because, she's saying Amanda Nunes ain't a good person. But, hey, nobody on this panel, none of these fighters out here can call somebody out and say they're not a good person in any way, because somebody's always going to say something crazy like this. Like, Valentina, good fighter in the cage. She does her thing. But when you talk about somebody like this, you don't give them full credit. Hey, you can't really make a judge of somebody else's character and say they're not a good person. And that's just me from the outside looking at it, guys. But real quick, how do I think the rematch will go? Now, Valentina very much will. I think she could win the rematch, you know, but it just comes down to understanding what your opponent was doing that first time and giving them full-on credit. Now, if she's not seeing what we've seen in Grasso and thinking that she is this fighter that just had an easy, you know, just had the light for one day, you know, like a fluke type of fight, you know, then she's gonna wind up losing this fight. See, Amanda, she lost to Juliana Pena, but she turned everything on. The second time around, she made sure she turned everything on. So Valentina, she better make sure that she turns everything on in this fight. She was winning the first time, but if she's going in there disrespecting, thinking that this girl's going to be sitting back cautious and just waiting, hey, she's got another thing coming. But guys, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, my definition of a chance fighter is somebody that goes in there and they gets it and they takes the opportunities. And in that fashion, then Grasso is a chance fighter. I give her 100% credit for this win. Valentina better do the same. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.